sea, baby, I never say for I will fall into the light. Every time I try to breathe, the moon will rise and carry me, for I have loved and I have died. So I won't hold back, and you should know that was never gone, just have regrets. So I won't go back, oh Lord, guide me to forget the time I lost with no regrets. And the moon shine back again. And the moon shine back again. When I drove down to abyss, while I blame the world's neglect, and I shine right back again. So I won't hold back, and you should know that was never gone, just have regrets. So I won't go back, oh Lord, guide me to forget the time I lost with no regrets. Let me if I walk to the sea, baby, I never say for I will fall into the light. Every time I try to breathe, the moon will rise and carry me, for I have loved and I have died. So I won't hold back, and you should know that was never gone, just have regrets. So I won't go back.
Somewhere else, you dickhead!
Shall be flagged for investigation.
Sorry, but I'll be taking over now.
Suspects reported in your area, potentially armed and hostile.
Received. We'll engage if necessary.
Control, I've lost the target. Calling off the pursuit. Over and out.
Persons who obstruct or in any way interfere with an Albion guard in the performance of their duties. Held in custody until such time as formal charges are applied.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
If an Albion guard requests
Lord have mercy. Looks like Albion's running the station.
And the entire police service. But don't worry, if you're not pleased with your privatized goon squad, just take your business across the street.
I never would have thought I would have longed for normal conflicts between police and citizens.
Not to worry, the only difference now is the uniform, assault weapons, and the fact they're motivated by profit over public service. Now, any record or information on the Spider-Bot will be further in.
Verify the cause of the alarm.
Sweep the area, even if it's a false alarm.
We will find you!
The alarm is bollocks. Stand down.
Did you hear that noise?
This isn't right. Lock down that spider.
Search the area! Find whoever sent this spider!
Keep your eyes open. Typical.
Negative contact. Moving on. Stand down now. Let's even the odds. I've had enough. Stand back.
Turn over everything here until you find them.
Jesus Christ. National crime statistics report a 37% reduction in violent crime over the last year. Albion is working for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, I know.
Did they do anything else? Perhaps you should talk to them. I'm sure they will understand.
Buckley, is that the same spider bot?
According to the serial numbers, this matches the piece of spider bot from the Tone bombing site.
Any chance you can ID the last user?
Navigate the spider bot from out of that room. I'll need a direct connection in order to learn more from our bisected friend.
I'm onto it.
This place has seen better days.
What's that?
I've got nothing here.
Have we found our spider bot, Bagley?
According to the serial numbers, this matches the piece of spider bot from the Tone bombing site.
Question is, who last used the thing?
Navigate the spider bot from out of that room. I'll need a direct connection in order to learn more from our bisected friend.
Of course. Easy peasy.
That opening right there looks like a good exit point. Right, get comfy. This spiderbot might be broken and missing some of its legs, but it can still jump and fit through vents. That's a good way to get through the station undetected. That's Dalton's mask. It must have been recovered from Parliament. It might be the only thing left of him now. Buggery fuck, would you look at all this junk? You'll have to jump your way across to get to the next vent opening.
Who decided they couldn't be trusted to do their jobs? Suddenly some corporation could clean up our streets better than the same police force have for who knows how long. When crime fighting is treated like a business, crime will never go away. That's about the business, right? But don't tell me how you've had our best interest on life, does it?
If the police could handle their job, Albion would be necessary, but they can't. The tone volume is down to example. I should say the overtake culture is the real. Well, they're not the real anymore, are they?
You're almost there. Make your way through this last vent path.
Got it.
Scanning Spiderbot and accessing its internal drives. While I'm analysing this data, you should make yourself scarce. Unless you'd like to explain to your new, heavily armed, privatised police force why you've broken into the station.
All right.
The Spiderbot fragment you found has a satellite-based GPS module that regularly pushed its location to a specific ground station.
The scavenger hunt continues. Let's get a move on.
Pushing you the ground station's coordinates.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
GPS history of the spider bot we recovered regularly pinged these coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
How secretive. The kind of place forbidden lovers would meet for a quick, shag.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
All we need is a way in.
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside.
Suspect reported in your area, potentially armed and hostile.
Pursuing the target. Over.
Engaging hostile target. Staying down.
Oh my goodness, look at all of this. Looks like the police were hiding out in here.
Well, if Albion was stomping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
What were they working on that led them to the Tone bombing?
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former Inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelly in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelly's band of twats were involved, and they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book, going after Mary Kelly again. I'll never fucking learn, will I? Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelly and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So Clan Kelly gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelly. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelly was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
There we have it. Albion working with Clan Kelly. It's like the bubonic plague working with smallpox.
It seems like Zero Days Web covers all of the unsavory bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelly and Albion included.
Well, seems clear we have to do something about all those people taken right off the streets.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
Goodness, will I always attract this much attention?
Until you lose them, yes.
You're amusing, Bugs.
Negative. No sign of the target yet. Control. Let's put out an APW. We're getting nowhere here.
This Albion Clan Kelly business leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nugget jumps to the front of the queue. We have reason to believe a former DedSec operative may still be alive, but missing inside the EPC.
Angel Lopez, not London-born, but I won't hold that against him, unlike some others.
Looks like Angel got caught up in the immigration roundup, which, ironically, Maybe the only reason
Auto-drive
he
now
escaped 0
enabled.
days DedSec purge.
Anti-immigrant sentiment has grown in London since the bombings. Albion fuels it. It allows them to send anyone they want to their brutal refugee camp.
We need to find Angel before they discover he's DedSec. This is kind of personal team. But finding his trail might just shed some light on the Albion Clan Kelly connection.
Shit. Well, the good news is he's in country. No one's taking deportees from the UK. The bad news is he's probably in limbo at the EPC.
I've sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside.
Auto-drive now disabled.
So, I've delved more into Caitlin Lau's investigation, and an enormous number of missing person cases centre around the EPC. The inspector was definitely onto something.
Let's find our contact. I don't think Albion are above torturing Angel if they find out he's DedSec.
All persons on the premises must at all times carry valid identification and be prepared to present it to Albion personnel upon demand. Failure to comply with instructions from Albion personnel is a crime.
Got Bagley summons. I've already taken care of your entry. Get you in quick and quiet.
Nothing official, right? Trying to keep the old footprint off the books?
No worries, I'll spoof. But come meet me on the rooftop. The only place here that doesn't smell like piss. Got some info for you.
The European Processing Centre. It processes deportees by stacking them up in squalid conditions and forgetting about them. But hey, it's to protect London, right?
What on earth is going on here?
This place is worse than a prison camp. Every day I see people come through here, torn from their homes and their families. But I'd rather stay and keep an eye on things. Maybe help out once in a while. Like now.
Christ. Hard to believe our government is fine with treating anyone this way, illegal or not. You could disappear without a trace in here, no one would notice.
Yeah, well, people have been disappearing. Records say they have been processed, but it doesn't add up. No one ever properly leaves. And with the Kellys prowling around like fucking hyenas, I am not too optimistic about the people slipping through the cracks.
Fuck. Mary Kelly and her gang of thugs have their grubby mitts in everything dodgy that happens in this city.
Truth. Now, about your missing guy. The best place to start would be the EPC database. They keep a record of everyone that comes in. And be careful.
Pushing the location of the EPC database on your optic.
I got it. That was strange.
This is not good.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Selfish gits the reason everything's dipshit. Right, whatever.
Watch it! It's going in.
I've spotted an erratic drone requesting lockdown.
Someone's corrupting our drones!
There will be a database here that we can search for evidence on Angel Lopez.
No room for error here. Nothing in the vicinity. Gotta keep looking. They're around here somewhere.
Trail's gone cold. Let's regroup.
Go on, Bagley. Tell me you found something.
I have. His file has been deleted from the main database, along with hundreds of others. Still very detailed. Even when committing crimes against humanity, the government doesn't skimp on paperwork. Here is a recording labelled Exit Interview.
You know what we do with terrorists, Lopez? Don't go pissing me off by denying anything. We know you're with DedSec. You think you were picked up on some random sweep? Not a fucking chance. Nothing to say. Well, this is not going to go well for you then, because I want information. The rest of your cell, where are they? I want names, places, everything you've got.
You think I'm daft? I spill everything I know and what? You let me go? I'm not talking. I know how this ends.
Oh, I don't think you do. I'm going to throw you to the wolves. The Kellys have an interesting way of disposing with problems.
You think I'm scared of some fucking thugs? Of winding up floating in the dams? Fuck you.
You're too pretty for that, mate. First, they'll peddle you. For dosh, right? Then, when you're used up, they're going to chop you up and send the pieces to the four corners.
I can take whatever you've got.
I almost feel sorry for you. Get him to the bloody clinic, then.
Shit. They knew he was DedSec the whole time. This doesn't look good for Angel.
The clinic keeps government service hours, which means it's closed. We'll have to find Angel the old-fashioned way and hack their CTOS hub. Deportation limbo, horrible living conditions, unexplained disappearances. It's almost as if the media are deliberately ignoring the situation here in favor of... Oh, look here, Beatrice Stokely, 89, recently took up kickboxing to fill up her days. Fascinating. If the EPC is a typical example of how humans treat each other, I'd say a benevolent AI overlord is a step up, wouldn't you?
Oh, bog off, Bags.
I have reconstructed an AR scene of Angel's examination. You can view it inside the clinic.
Brilliant.
Ha-ha! Hacker cherry popped.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Let's make a deal, yeah? We know people outside. Maybe I can help you out. Just let me out of here.
Procedures, Mr. Lopez. We'll have you out of here in a minute or two.
Fuck! What was that?
We need to take a closer look.
Facial analysis matches for both. They're part of Mary Kelly's little pack. So, Inspector Lau was right after all. Clank Kelly and Albion are in bed together. What a shit orgy that would be. Microchips, coated with biocompatible glass to prevent rejection.
So they've implanted a microchip in Angel's neck. A health monitor? A tracker, maybe?
No, these are more sophisticated. If I had to guess, I would say they were designed to deliver a dose of some unknown compound. Not the kind of thing you find at your local corner shop. I could reconstruct the path he took if you want to see how this cliffhanger gets resolved.
Stay on his tail. He may have gotten away.
Fucker! Get it! Before he triggers! Fuck! He's getting away! Get after him!
Shit, they're catching up on him. Come on, Angel.
Bugger me. He might make it.
Fucked up! We don't have a match yet. She's gonna kill us.
No, it's fine. As long as he's not damaged, there'll be no waste. Demand's high with the new network.
Guess you're right. Let's tube him, get him in the van and out to the incinerator.
Well, that was unexpected. I had a feeling that microchip wasn't just a simple tracking device.
They must have triggered it remotely. Whatever Mary Kelly is up to, she wants Angel alive.
We need to find him. See what they did to him. And what that fucking microchip is all about.
Seems like advanced technology for Mary Kelly and her band of thugs to be waving around. Could Mary be part of a scary dark web hacker group like, say, oh, I don't know, pick one, 0 Day?
Interesting theory, Bagley, but hold your investigation algorithms for the moment, will you? Angel needs us.
The incinerator they mentioned is probably the Southwark incinerator. It's practically right round the corner.
Auto drive now enabled.
news is he's in country. No one's taking deportees from the UK. The bad news...